The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Après 8 ans de ce premier...
After 8 years of this Prime Minister, the debt level for our families is the highest in the G7. The International Monetary Fund has indicated that Canada is facing the highest risk among developed countries when it comes to mortgage defaults. The Prime Minister is causing interest rates to go up due to his inflationary policies. He is forcing the Bank of Canada to increase rates. What will he do to turn around these inflationary policies and reduce interest rates before Canadians lose their homes? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, the Government of Canada is in a responsible fiscal situation, but Canadians are suffering. Meanwhile, what the Conservative Party is proposing is austerity and cuts to programs that serve and help Canadians who are suffering. In order to preserve the federal government's fiscal capacity, but preserve it for when Canadians need help now. That is why we are investing to help families, to help seniors, to help workers, and we will continue to be there for people in a responsible and non-inflationary fashion.
Mr. Speaker, we don't need another drama performance. Because at the end of the day, when theatrics collides with mathematics, the math always wins. And after 8 years of this Prime Minister, the Canadians have a stock of combined debt that is bigger than our entire GDP. In fact, we are the most indebted families of any country in the G7. The IMF says that Canada is the #1 at-risk country for mass mortgage defaults. Will he reverse his inflationary and high interest rate policies before people go broke?
Here. Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, I've answered this question a few times, but the Leader of the Opposition continues to ask it because he refuses to go outside and see what is actually happening in Canada. Forest fires are raging. It's the worst year on record for forest fires already, but the fact is they are going to get worse in the coming years because climate change is real, and yet the Conservative Party continues to stand against the climate action that we've been taking, stand against the investments that we're making to support families, to support first responders. They continue to stand against help for Canadians who are losing their homes, losing their families, losing their livelihood.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
He's going to have a heart attack.
Has he really sunk into the low of exploiting these fires for political gain to distract from his inflationary and high interest rate policies? It's come to that he's so ashamed of his economic policy and record.
I'm going to have to interrupt this.
Say it to his face.
I'm getting noise from both sides.
Finally.
I know you can handle it. You do that well. But what I need to have is I want to hear what's being said, and I'm sure both sides want to hear what's being said. I'm going to ask him to start from the top, please.
Mr. Speaker, this Prime Minister has just lowered himself to the worst steps to try and distract from his disastrous economic record. He's now using the forest fires to change the channel. This is even lower than I would have expected from him. Mr. Speaker, Canadians are going to sit down tonight to discuss how they're going to move into a small apartment because they're going to have to give up their homes. After his inflationary policies have driven up interest rates on Canadian mortgage holders who have record debt. Will the Prime Minister keep the promise he made 6 months ago to balance the budget and bring down inflation and interest rates before folks go broke?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I've answered that question a dozen times. And for the Leader of the Opposition to consider that the forest fires that are taking people from their communities and destroying their homes are a mere distraction and not top of mind for people from coast to coast to coast is shameful. But the fact of the matter is he doesn't have anything to say about that because he refuses to put forward any real plan to fight against climate change, and he does nothing but fight against our plan to fight climate change. If he has a better plan, let him say it, because we've been waiting a long time for it. But he has no plan to fight climate change.
God, Trudeau's going to explode.
Yes, while Canada is burning.
Holy crap, I've never seen him get that upset. Thanks for watching the video to the very end. If you'd like to subscribe, I've made it very easy. You can do so by clicking right there. If you'd like to watch another House of Commons highlight clip, you can do so by clicking right there. And if you'd like to subscribe to my main channel, Mistersunshinebaby, where it's all Canadian political news, then you can do so by tapping up there. Subscribing is absolutely free. There's a button down below that says subscribe. If you'd like to join and become a member and financially contribute, you could do so as well. Thank you so much for watching this video.